former Ambassador Yubanath Lamsal, sir. Welcome to the Gorkha Spirit.
Thank you.
In the recent time, most of the Nepalese people realized that our diplomatic relations, we failed to keep balance with our neighbors, with our friendly countries, because they dominate us, they insult us most of the time. We often heard that. So, is the government is totally failed to keep the diplomatic relation?
No, we shouldn't look things in that way. There are two things in diplomacy. So, our diplomatic presence, our diplomatic influence, in a way, is been increased also, because when until 1950 we had diplomatic relation with only 4 countries: Britain, India, United States and France. Now we have diplomatic relation with 182 countries, plus our presence is in several multilateral and regional organizations. So in that way our diplomatic presence and influence has gone up. But regarding the relations with our neighbors and some international powers, the people they have often said, like you said, that Nepal has not been able to maintain genuine balance, they say. But geography always dictates foreign relations and foreign relations. Nepal is between these two big powers, India and China, but they are two big powers, but they are rivals also, competitors also. And China is already a second largest economy and a global power. It's a global military power, global technological power, economic power. India is also this 5th largest economy, and in terms of military strength and technological prowess also, India is rising, is going to be the one of the global powers in few years. So that is there. So we are between these two big countries, and both the countries are competitors, rivals, and so Nepal has a challenge to deal with them accordingly. And the other actors, the United States is the only superpower in the world. It has presence all over the world. In South Asia also it has presence. In Nepal also it has some kind of presence. So Nepal actually in triangular geopolitical rivalry, United States, China and India. So in this situation, Nepal, this is a both opportunity as well as challenge for Nepal. This is an opportunity because we can get support and cooperation, assistance from all of them, provided we can maintain balanced relations, provided that we just convince them, we take them into confidence for our interest, for our development. So that is opportunity. But challenge is also there. Because both the countries, all the 3 countries, 3 powers, they want their presence, they want their influence, and they want to counter the others. China may try to counter other powers. In Nepal, it may not like the presence of other countries. Similarly, India also may not like the presence of other countries, particularly China. Similarly, United States also. So this is a triangular the rivalry conflict. So Nepal has to navigate its foreign policy, maintaining balance with all these three powers. Nepal has adopted a non-aligned foreign policy. Exactly. This non-aligned means you don't align with any of the country. Non-alignment doesn't mean that you should be neutral on everything. When there is a conflict between truth and falsehood, justice and injustice, then we should be in the side of justice. So non-alignment means we should not align with any security alliance. Neither we support US security alliance, nor Chinese or Indian. So we are just friends. We have motto. The foreign policy motto is the friendship with all, enmity with none. We are all the countries are our friends. No country is our enemy.
So
that's our motto. Accordingly, we have to maintain balance. Accordingly, we have to take all the countries, especially these three powers, into confidence, and we should get their support and cooperation for our development, for our national interest. There lies our test of our diplomacy and foreign policy. Nepal has been trying its best for that, but there are some weaknesses. In some cases, Nepal has not been able to truly translate this spirit into action. In some cases, not in some cases.
in the social media, mostly Nepalese youth, feel that we lost our dignity in keeping diplomatic relation with our neighbors, with our friends. So, do you think we lost dignity?
No, dignity, so I know dignity, we have not lost
Our
dignity.
leaders are not respected.
We have not lost dignity, but there have some weaknesses. There are some lapses. Our leaders, some leaders, they have not maintained diplomatic protocol. So there is a weakness on the part of some leaders. Our diplomatic capability has, in some cases, weakened, because our credibility also, there is a question in our credibility also. So to some extent, their voice, their concerns are correct, but not dignity has not fallen like that. We can revive it, even if it is, we can revive. But the thing is, now the political party, the other political parties and leaders, they are the foreign policy is always guided by national interest. But there are certain cases, our political parties, they try to align their our foreign policy interests with their party interests or personal interests. There have been some cases.
Personal benefits.
Yeah, that's personal interest means personal benefit. So there have been some cases.
So how is our diplomatic relation with our neighbors, China and India? Is
With-
poor, worse,
No,
or
no,
bad?
categorically poor, bad, or worst, I cannot say, so
How is our relation?
no, relation is good. They are very much positive towards us. Chinese government or Indian are also positive, because they want Nepal to be self-reliant, developed. But there are certain cases, certainly we have not been able to convince, to be at par with them in handling the foreign policy and diplomacy. There are certain cases our diplomatic capability is little bit weaker than
So most of the people wants our leaders to respected everywhere. So how could we maintain that? Protocols.
Protocols, diplomatic protocols, you mean? And can you repeat the question again?
So our leaders are not respected. So to be respected everywhere in every country, in our neighbors or others' country as well. So what should our leaders do?
The first thing is, first things, the dignity of a nation, of country, depends on many factors. Many factors. That's one thing is geopolitical things, the economy, economic power, military, and the strategic things. There are multiple things that determine the country's significance and importance. In terms of that, Nepal is the location of Nepal is very crucial at present. Given the present global geopolitical reality, Nepal location is very crucial. It's in crucial location it is, but we have not been able to reap benefit out of this geopolitical reality. So, our diplomatic handling is not at par with the international level. So, I don't think the dignity is very low, but we have not been able to do what we should have done.
Thank you. Thank you, sir, for joining with us.
Thank you for just giving me time.